really be emotional. And so the last time that we had a glitch in the pre-glitch grind, like he was seeded to go like 2-2. He went 5-2 and beat a PGR player from Tri-State who immediately like popped off on social media going, "Who the hell is J-Fid?" J-Fid doesn't have a Twitter, by the way. This man has no social media presence. Nobody knew who he was, and he just upset a Tri-State PGR or Tri-State PR'd player.
It's always the silent ones. It's always the ones that you never expect to just pull it off and just surprise you. And J-Fid, if he could do it once, he could definitely do it again. So we're going to see what he is capable of doing as he is going to go up against Ecalis, which not familiar with the name there, but you know what? They made it this far. I'm guessing it's still a round one. Or
this is a rough pool, too. You got Meister and Adamisk in this one, too, along with Squid Plumber. Good God, this is a rough one. So this one appears to be a, Ecalis versus J-Fid. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one for sure. J-Fid typically plays Cloud or Pithra, usually relying more on Pyra in that matchup. And I refuse to call that character Aegis. You get all those busted tools, you get a lame name. 100%.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I mean, it's definitely a character that has little to no flaws in their gameplay. It's just more of in the right hands of the right player. You know, a lot of players are just making this character work to their favor, just showing how good of a DLC character it is. And, I mean, the only argument I can make there is we paid $5.99 for it. It might as well be good. It might as well be a good character.
I think that basically the biggest thing about this character is how polarizing it is. If Aegis gets to play the game, looks like we're not actually going to be seeing Aegis, though. J-Fid going to the tried and true Cloud Strife versus Ecalis's Inkling.
Yeah, definitely a peculiar matchup, and I'm not too familiar with this matchup, but one thing's for sure is Cloud does have the range to work around. Inkling does have the ground game to work around as well. And when you put those two things into consideration, that takes away half of Cloud's game because he likes to stay grounded a lot. He likes to catch you on the ground as much as he can. But with a character like Inkling who just excels in just running through you, just finding the openings with whether it's ladder shot and these rollers as well as the callouts are coming in clutch right now for Ecalis to start off this game one.
Already trying to go ahead and get the limited cross slash, but not working out for J-Fid. And this is, I think, what we're going to see is we're going to see J-Fid trying to stay at max distance for those back airs and forward airs, which are just about safe on shield in this matchup. Meanwhile, Ecalis is going to try to bust through any kind of pressure with these low dashes and with this phenomenal grounded movement.
And still looking really dominant to start as the jab is going to come in and bring in 138% on J-Fid, who just uses the up B out of shield just to tack on a little bit more damage. You know, has the limit, but is going to have to just throw it away as he was sent off stage and still sitting at a high deficit at max rage. We could be seeing stocks being taken at any point from either of these characters.
This is the problem, though, for Inkling, is that we are out of the booyah percentage. So right now, you have to kind of get a hard read, or you have to get an edge guard. J-Fid using the double jump, doing a good job there to get back to stage. Now he has an edge trap situation. The triple back air. Ecalis just cannot get out of corner. We're going to get a limit charge. Not quite. Another back air. No double jump this time. Can J-Fid get a limit and then go off stage? No. Goes for the edge trap. Back air. Not going to get the second one. Just waiting for Ecalis to drop shield. But great roll.
A great usage right there of the cross slash. Try to get the call out, but the roll once again coming in clutch. It is the usage of, you know, how they go about all these things that Ecalis is making it work, and they do take the first stock. It took them a little while to take it, but you know what? We take them as late or as early as we can, as long as we have the lead.
And now we got Cloud with a fresh back air, so that might very well kill. But instead, the dash attack taking the stock, only 8% extra credit. And it seems like both these characters are going to kill at higher percentages unless they get an off-stage gimp. And in that arena, Inkling is far superior to Cloud.
100%. I believe it, because Cloud's recovery, not one of the best in the game, but if you know how to use it, you can definitely get away with a lot of shenanigans, especially when you have the limit right there. Gonna go ahead and use the beam to come out and use it, but 69.
These rollers.
It's every single time the tech situations, just catching the tech out because he just keeps rolling away from the Inkling and just been getting caught every single time. J-Fid really has to start changing up the way he decides to get back on his feet.
Great cross slash there for just some easy damage. I think also the other thing that you can do is you can just jump over that roller, like try to go ahead and play yourself in a little bit more of an aerial option. You're going to get in less tech situations, and you're going to get more opportunity to just snuff it out with that back air.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil.
J-Fid looking really dominant and just bringing it back in his favor. Took him a little while, but you know what? He's going to take it whenever he can. Just has to tack on a little bit more damage as he throws out a raw forward smash, just waiting for the Inkling to just drop back down. And
great reaction to the roll and immediately up B, just getting as much damage as possible. And that's kind of like the Cloud privilege, is that you know that you can play a little bit more wild with those up Bs because this Inkling has to be on point if they want to get the punishes.
And so far, Ecalis has been struggling to get anything going in their favor. As the up B once again coming in clutch for J-Fid, just tacked on all this damage just through up Bs. And now the backer is going to come in clutch, finally calling out the roller and using it to his advantage.
Good parry with the up B this time. I think a little bit predictable now. Ecalis is already kind of doing fade back aerials, recognizing the J-Fid loves that out of shield option. Great parry, and then into the up B again. Ecalis very nearly spaced that one properly, but look at the damage, 80%, and Inkling, a character famous for having trouble killing. We're seeing that right here. Cloud very nearly hit the limit, and he does the immediate forward smash. You thought I had lag. You thought you could punish it. You thought wrong.
J-Fid, what he was doing was just downloading and figuring out what were the habits of Ecalis, and it finally paid off. J-Fid just dominating towards the end of that game one, looking to just run away with it, and he did. He just threw out a raw forward smash, and you know what? Ecalis was prepared for it.
That's 100%. I don't think that was raw.
Yeah.
I think that was one of those where he was baiting the option by saying, I think that you're going to try to whiff punish my side B, but the problem is that all of Cloud's limit moves have like next to no end lag. It's so hard to punish them if you're shielding them. You kind of have to either roll through them, or you have to just try to like actively hit Cloud in an area where he doesn't have an active hitbox. So Ecalis is just like, oh, Cloud whiffed a special in my face. Surely I can punish that. My character's fast enough. No. Limit bails Cloud out of so much, and J-Fid, a master at setting up those fake whiffs.
Oh, curiosity killed the cat, but in this case, the cat was a squid, and Inkling going to be down one game, but we are still going to see the matchup happen. We're going to see the Cloud and Inkling rematch once again for this game too, and I still believe Ecalis can make it work. You know, they started off really strong. It may have been an adaptation kind of thing for J-Fid, who just ran away with that game one. But you know what? Ecalis did play really phenomenally. It was just all those stocks. All the stocks were just being over 150%. And that is something that, as a character like Inkling, as you mentioned before, you cannot allow to happen. You cannot allow a character, your opponent, to live up to too long percent, because all your confirms, all your combo games that could lead to kills will not work.
All right, so the rapid jab right there getting a little bit of damage and a lot of ink. J-Fid, interesting that he didn't ban this stage, because this is a broader one that Inklings like Ecalis can really use the extra space so well. Calling out that air dodge, though, for a ton of damage. Not quite going to threaten to kill for quite a while on this stage, though.
Definitely a lot more ground to work around, as the up smash is not going to seal the stock, but at 135%, we could be seeing stocks being taken pretty early, with all these callouts of the rollers once again being used to perfection by Ecalis. You know, it can go either way. It can definitely go in his favor, but it seems like J-Fid is not going to go out without a fight, as the limit is on deck. Still just trying to find the moment to use it, as he does right there with the cross slash, but nothing coming of it.
Trying to get the up air, but not quite going to work out. And Cloud just takes the edge, and it's so hard to get back when Cloud is just putting up that wall of back airs. Tries for the down smash as a mix-up.
And the up smash call out, once again catching them as they were getting on the ground. A good stuff right there from J-Fid to once again take the lead and utilize a fair into the limit cross slash. Not going to get much out of it, but you know, 33% is a good amount of extra credit, and then some with the up B out of shield.
Look at the safe shield pressure that J-Fid's putting on. He's basically just tapping with forward air and back air at the perfect range where Ecalis just can't really get a punish, and then recognizing that Ecalis loves to hit buttons out of shield, and immediately following up with things like that up B or a jab.
Yeah, and once again, the pressure has been installed, and the fear has been put in on lock on Ecalis, as he just throws out all these whiff punishes, and still once again J-Fid calling it out and running away with this game too, as he sits at 166%.
All right, now we're in neutral, and right now Ecalis really wants to hit this back air, because while it is fresh, it is a threat to kill, but you really need to get some kind of stage control first. The larger stage is kind of working in J-Fid's favor right now. We have an edge trap situation, but this is where I would go off stage. I would have gone, if I was Ecalis, and just tried to force that situation. You're down so much right now. You need a big play, and that is not going to be it. Tries again to punish the limit. Back air off stage. Forward air can't connect, and the up B won't either. But splash it, Fox bails him out now.
Yeah, and still looking to dominate is J-Fid as he sits at 200+%. Not a position you want to be in if you are Ecalis. You definitely want to take this stock as soon as possible as you are looking death right in the face. Being at 92% with a 200% Cloud, yeah, this is not a position you want to be in right now. And still, J-Fid just trying to get the call out at
roll
smash
through forward
attack.
smash, roll through down smash. All right, one of these will surely hit.
Well,
218% though. Like I've heard of Inkling having trouble killing, but this is kind of ridiculous. At this point, like I think Ecalis has to start prioritizing only going for killing moves, but no, a couple times in a row just trying to jump at J-Fid's Cloud, not recognizing that Cloud Sword is a little bit bigger than those kicks that Inkling has with the forward air.
such an unfortunate way to go in Ecalis, but J-Fid